the main road between Helston and the Lizard, at the entrance to HMS Culdrose, HMS Seahawk, or RNAS Culdrose, both the same place. And I am going to walk down this way, the roadway, to the parking at Low Bar, the sandbar separating Low Pool and the sea. I hope you enjoy. I won't be talking too much because I am listening to a podcast and it will just confuse me, but hope you enjoy. I apologise that I have no gimbal, so it might be a bit shaky, but let's see how well my phone battery holds up to this walk. So as you see, surrounded by a lot of farmland on one side. On the other side is still the Navy base, so won't be taking much video of that. And just down here, you should be able to see Low Pool, and beyond that, a field, and then the ocean. The bar may come into view shortly. Hello, sheep. As you can see, there's no real pedestrian footway here, just a single lane road and grass either side. The grass verge will go away quite soon, and then I will just be walking straight on the road, giving way to traffic, obviously. Hello, cows. So, let's see if I can zoom in and go. You can just about see the bar in the center of the screen. And let's zoom back out. Oh. As you can see, hedgerows growing nicely. Plenty of places for pollinators. Although the verge here I'm walking on obviously still gets cut. So we're getting there. And if we go to this side, because we're now at the far edge of the Navy base, so it's now back into just woodland with a couple of houses and businesses in there as well, and that is definitely good for the wildlife. So, as you can see, these trees just growing how trees typically grow, completely randomly towards what sunlight they can find. None of the forcing them to be straight for lumber and all that. Just leave them grow as they should do until they encroach on the road, and then they get chopped back. Here we come to small area of housing through a wonderful canopy arch of the trees. And now we're down to the farmland, starting again on my left as well as being on the right, leaving plenty of open space. You can enjoy the nature. I'm hoping that there's no wind noise. It is relatively breezy for me, but my hand is covering what I believe is the microphone on this phone. So I hope it does well. Should be uploading this straight from the phone without watching it, so you guys, i.e. anyone who's watching it, will be the first to know if it's worked or not. And here we are to me walking on the road with no real verge to stand on. You can see plenty of stinging nettles in there. You definitely don't want to be in there. And see, good woodland over there and continues all the way along. Oh, not sure if you'll catch the butterfly, depends how well I target it. Don't know if you'll notice, but I am now walking quite steeply downhill. Oh, a little birdie on the road. See if you can catch that. Just going offside. Now you should see it's getting darker because we are now entirely under a tree canopy. But as have been, still on the road. You can see a car coming now. Just a little while we'll come into a village. Typically at the village I would take a right, which I will show you, but this is showing you the roadway, so we'll stick to the road. The public footpath I would have taken would take me to the bar and the pool a lot quicker, but as I say, this is to show you the roadway to the car park that is typically used to reach the bar. So, as we see, here's the public footpath I normally take. Just go up there and follow it around. You get to walk through woodland, cross a couple of streams, have the lake on your right for most of the trip. It's very picturesque. Still walking down, going to be crossing over a stream on a bridge. You can see a small passing place on the left, due to this being about a 1.5 lane road. So you get to pass here. There should be one on the other side, just after the bridge. So I'm going to cross the road and just go. Water's not really moving that much at the moment. And we're just about to start. A small inlay here for the crossing point this way. Going to start heading uphill. I will cross back to the side of the road I like to walk on, because most of the turns this gives me the greatest visibility. As you can see, we've got plenty of tree coverage here. Got some nice woodworking. And we've got some pathways of farmland, but not public access. See, part of the tree has died, the bottom half is still growing strong. Yeah, I'm going to stop on the side of the road, let the car pass. Now occasionally as we go around this corner, I have seen squirrel on a couple of times in the driveway of this house here. But first you can see they've planted some trees down here. Just make all of the woodland continue. But sadly I am not seeing a squirrel here today. Oh, as I say, I am now going uphill, so it is a slightly harder slog than it started. I'll be coming up to another place where we have public footpath and can go a different way, but I will again continue around on the roadway. I mean, let's see, can I adjust the brightness? No, okay. And just see, just left uncut, be a good wild field, as opposed to you can just see the trees that I showed you from the other side. So that is a farm entrance, but I get to once again continue going uphill through a nice canopied single lane road with blind corners. So for this one I will cross over to the left hand side of the road so that I have most chance of not being hit by a car, since I have headphones in, I might not hear it coming. So as you can see, the canopy is lightening a bit, allowing the sun to beat down on me a bit more. We have a nice butterfly. Let's see if I can... Hello, Mr. Butterfly. There we go. Oh. Still heading uphill. We've now got to a place where the road widens. Once again, it is a passing place. Typically, whoever is closest to a passing place would reverse into it and allow the others to go through. Oh. Alright, once again we come into a stunning tree archway. You can just hear a car coming from behind me, so I'm going to move over here to the left, let it pass. stop here, have a quick drink. Cheers. Oh. Oh. Sorry, that was turned because I saw a small dragonfly and hoped it would show up. I couldn't quite follow it, so I apologise. See a good amount of flock gloves out. Just do a quick turn, show how high I've come. Obviously it looks flat on this screen, but it's all fun. Oh. Right, I'm going to cross back over to what I will call the correct side of the road. Well, let's call it the right side of the road because, well, it is the right of the way I'm facing. Oh. Right, going to cross again, so I got more visibility. Always think about road safety. Going to take a quick stop here by this farm gate, take another drink, and go, ooh. Oh. Oh. Right. Oh. Right. Almost at the point where, as a car, you would actually have to start indicating because it won't be straight along this road, but still a little while yet. Right, cross over. Oh. Right, so we have public bridleway. That means public access for horses and below. So this gives you an access to the same woodlands and the lake that the footpath would have a few minutes ago, but this is designed to be safe for horses. Because after all, this is a rural area and there are several people owning horses that really need safe places to be able to ride it, because you don't want to be on the road too much. Most motorists don't know how to treat horses and riders and they can get scared. So bridleways and of course private fields are perfect for that. Oh. Apologies for the erratic camera. As I say, no gimbal. I am just holding you in my hand at about shoulder level. across the road again, give yourself a better view of this corner. Nice little beetle on the ground. Right, let's continue on past. Once again, cross, because this is quite a wiggly road. Because the road in this sort of area typically follows the footpaths and cart paths that were between various areas of farmland. So on my left is probably one farm, on my right is another, but the in-between was so much easier to leave for the traversal between them. So as you see with that car how wide it is, I'm going to stand to the side. You can see multiple vehicles coming now, one of them from the path we're about to take. So you might be able to see the road sign in the distance, blue background, T-shape with a red top, no through road or cul-de-sac, and then we also get to the full-on signposts with where everything goes. So should be able to read potentially Gunwallow and Church Cove. That's if you do continue this around normally. The one we're going to be going for is Low Bar Sands, unsuitable for motor vehicles. This is the correct way for motor vehicles to go to the car park. It will not get you directly to the sands, and I will rotate and go Helston 2 3/4 miles in the direction we just came. So been walking for about 3 miles already. I did walk some before starting the video, and now we head down the unsuitable for motor vehicles track towards Low Bar. So you'll see we now got quite good hedges besides, and you can see where there are exits to fields, but they haven't been used in so long that the fence, i.e. the gate, is thoroughly overgrown. But you can see that the field is definitely in use and is almost ready for harvest. We'll then go this way. Might well be able to see the difference in heights once I go to this fence. So we start at the right. Should be able to see at a distance as I go ahead that little area with that nice white building and green hangar is RNAS Culdrose, where we started this video. I'm going to zoom back out and just go along here, see even more fields with various different things. See a bigger hill over there, and you can just, and I do mean just, through this foliage see the sea. Alright, now to continue. Oh. Alright, onwards. Right, I'm going to stand to the side and let the car pass. Alright, so crossing the road again. Right, hopefully the bird that just landed in that nice yellow area should be able to be seen, and I've lost him, so I'm sure you have. Right, back to the walk. Right, we are still carrying along this road which said it's unsuitable for motor vehicles. You will have noticed I did let a motor vehicle past me. Right, we now get to a working farm. You carry on the road, you do not take any left or rights at this point, because that is private property. Right, you can now start seeing signposts. At this point, it is right hand side. You'll also notice from my foot sounds, the tarmac is no longer as solid, it's more gravel. And we have, this is public bridleway. It's also part of the National Trust. This is Chivalo. And we have new signpost that tells you that the Chivalo parking is 200 yards this way. So that is what we're going to do. Also, we now start getting places that clearly state agricultural fields, no public access. Do not access them. Right, so on public bridle path to the parking area that then has the walking path down to Low Bar Sands. Right, should be able to start seeing some of the cars. Right, drink time. Right, you can see a bird in the middle of this pathway, just running away now. So this is a actual own risk car park. There are no marked spaces. We're going to move across to the information board. And right, we started this trip here. We have literally walked the entire area down there and up to the Chivalo car park. I will be continuing down to Low Bar, and I will more than likely continue to Porthleven. We have various public footpaths marked on which allow you to get to the large lake, but as I said, this was the trip to the car park and on, so we'll go back to where we started. We go up this way, and then you got Helston, which is where I personally started the walk from. Right, let's continue on. You'll see occasionally there are police presence, but they are probably on break and have gone down this area to spend time at the seaside. Because why not? All right. A couple of people in camping chairs just at the start of the trail reading books. Should be able to see a nice wooded area just ahead. That's on the other side of the sandbar, and that is part of the Penrose Walks or Penrose National Trust area. I have a 2-minute video of me walking through part of that. Right, walk towards this field. I will stop at the gate because once again, no public access. But there is the sea and even more of the Southwest Peninsula. Our target will be Porthleven. We will not continue on for the whole of it. But right, back to the path. So, we've got the National Trust symbol and gives us 750 yards to Low Bar. Other option is following the yellow arrow for the coastal path, and that would take you to the Lizard. But once again, we're going Low Bar right now. So, I'm going to take a small swerve to the right, see yet more planting areas that have been done. The gate does have a do not access section, but we can stop before it, and you can see as I zoom in between the sea on that side, this area of sand all the way along, and then you can just make out the lake starting there, and that is where we are going. Alright, once again I'm going to come up to this field, but not going to go inside. So, you can see the bar of sand separating the salt water from the fresh water, and we will be aiming to go up that path coming off the sand. All right. Oh, yeah. Alright then. Alright. Might be able to get a sense of the size of the freshwater lake leading up to the sandbar now. Right, bicycle behind me. So, once again, we're at a signpost showing that, yep, that's where we were. We've done half a mile since there, but we are going to go on that one at the bottom, Porthleven, 1 mile, follow the acorn. Right, just going to take a quick warning sign in. Alright, now time to walk over combination of sand and scrubland. Every few hundred yards there is a nice orange or red life ring, just in case anyone has ignored that signpost I just showed. So there is Low Pool, one part of it anyway, you saw on the map earlier. Look, it goes and turns a corner after that bit there, and it continues on that way as well. All right. Now, unsurprisingly, you should be able to see people up there. Means we've got a lot of climbing to do. Although it is just on ramp, still a fair way up. would recommend not getting too close to the edge. This path used to continue onwards, but several years ago there was a landslide and it is no longer safe to use that path, so they have put up this wooden barrier. So, instead of taking this route, we will look up here and see those two people taking the actual path that we will be using. Right, time to take a drink whilst just pointing you at the sea. Right. Past this building. Imagine this being your home. Just being able to look out and just have that as your view. Only issue is access. Is not that good. This path we are on can take motor vehicles, but it really isn't designed for it. So we're coming here, we're going Porthleven via the acorn symbol. We are now 2 3/4 miles from Helston again, which you'll remember was the distance we were before we reached the car park. So, up a steep slope time. So, you will notice the difference between yellow and blue symbols. One's recommended as the bridle way and one as the footpath. So I'm going to go the ridiculously steep path. It has drainage, which is nice. Ooh, birdie. And it flew off. Great. Oh, right, up again. Think. Oh, more drainage. And hello, birdie. Right. So, I took the steep path. The not so steep path simply comes up there. And we will be taking the coast path to Porthleven, 3/4 of a mile. That'll be this way. Oh. Gonna stop here, rotate, zoom in and go, there is the barrier where you used to be able to continue on. You might well be able to see the barrier of the fence now laying down along that area. Nice small, potentially an old quarry area. Get a bit of stone from here to do your roofing. Got a nice recently made bridge, and one of the many benches on the way. You'll see down there we have Porthleven. That is where we're aiming for. You can see people on the beach down there already. The closer beach has already been closed off by the tide. At low tide you can walk all the way from the bar to Porthleven via sand, but I would not recommend doing that if you don't know what the tide times are, because if you are caught in between, there is no safe way to get back without calling the Coast Guard. So, down here you can see a few people who have set up for some time and are just going to wait until they can leave as normal once the tide goes down. Hello, birdie. You doing well? Doing well? Can I walk past without you flying off? Let's find out. Hello. Right, yet another bench. There are, as I say, plenty on the way. Most of them have little plaques. So this one is in loving memory of Michael Williams. So we have once again drainage, make it so this area here doesn't get entirely washed out. Oh. That is a way we can go, but it looks like the signpost has gone. But we will carry on this way. The way I just showed is, I think I would say, more wheelchair accessible than what I'm about to show, but you'd need an off-road wheelchair either way. as we are on the coastal path. Shockingly, this is still the coast. Ooh. Right, now we go around here and you can see where the rock slide was. We'll go a bit further. That is how far it used to stick out. Now it doesn't, hence why we're up on the higher path. Right, we then come to the other car park you can do to do the low bar. Again, at your own risk and no clearly marked parking areas. This one has stairs to get up to the path we've just done. Ooh. As you can see, this is quite steep. So that's where we just came. So into Porthleven. As you can see, we have a car coming in for the parking. I will step to the side and stop and let it go past. So, here's ocean view from holidaycottages.co.uk. Or indeed the coach house, as you can see. We have someone who really likes the National Trust. Right, up to the top of this part of the hill, and then we'll go down. What we can do is go up that hill and hit the inland path back to Helston via Low Pool, but for now we are carrying on into Porthleven. And a lot of this part of Porthleven has a lot of terraces and balconies to really capitalise on the views, and there are also a lot of holiday homes and rental properties along here, much like the one I showed a couple of minutes ago. So we've also got rooftop terraces. So as you can see, we've got the glass balconies, either supported by stone and steel, or a little further on, supporting like one chair just with steel. So, just in case, there's a stone compass. So, I shall face you south and go, there's the ocean, through to the west, and that is all the ocean. So, you can see the glass balcony there. So, one thing I could do now is walk down this metal and stone walkway to this beach and walk along the beach and then straight back up again. But at the moment, I'm just going to continue along the road. And we got some curved glass going on here. All right.
Take it off, but you need to hold it. Okay?
Right, so we get a different glass or wood balcony and overlooking the beach with much much more balconies. Alright, very cool. Now I'm on to the proper harbour.
We're going to walk back to Porthleven tomorrow. Keep going.
Here we have a beer garden for the Harbour Inn. Right, I'm gonna end that walk there and go get a coffee at Origin Roastery, and hope you have a good day.